Do you know how powerful an applicant tracking system is? I hope so, but if not, check out this video and you'll find out. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rainey, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you have not seen this channel before, it's all about upping your game in the recruiting industry. And if you're in the recruiting industry, you know better than anyone that you are using an applicant tracking system. Yes, ATS is that acronym, so you'll very rarely hear it, set out, but yeah, it's an ATS. And so don't even get me started on ATS because I think they all suck. But I don't have time to build one of those. So until then, make sure that you are learning and understanding yours as much as possible, and you're actually going back through that. So an ATS is essentially gold, because what's in an ATS? People that are already interested. People, you have their contact information, you have their resume. It doesn't matter how out of date things are, you have connected with them at one point, or someone at your company has connected with them at one point, and you know that they're interested. You see all their notes, what their candidate motivators were before. And here's another thing. People look at the same time every single year, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Everybody has a cycle. And it could be because they get their bonus. It could be their attention span only lasts so long. It could be because now they're on break and they're with their kids and they're just like, I need a change. Something needs to change. There's all sorts of reasons. Or maybe it's because now they're on vacation and things are just, wow, they're having a great time. Their work-life balance isn't what they wanted. This feels good. I don't feel stressed. Lots of times people are just go, 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 go. And they don't realize, they don't realize until they realize it, right? So there's all sorts of reasons. And so you want to go through your ATS, not only to find that gold that appeared before, but also to find some of the trends with people. So this means that now you have a very nice, warm opening with this person. Either if you're an internal recruiter, you'll know that they were interested. And so you're probably thinking, Brianna, if someone's in the ATS, yes, that means they were interested, but that also means the company probably passed on them, right? Okay. Yes, but that could be for all sorts of reasons. So sometimes not all, sometimes I recommend reading the notes, right? You want to see why they got passed on. Lots of times it could have been they didn't have the right role, they didn't have the right level. Maybe that person didn't interview well. That does not mean they're not a good candidate. They just happened to not interview well. Maybe they didn't get along with the hiring manager. Maybe they actually got an offer, but the person turned it down. Maybe it's a better time for them to join now. Maybe that person just had kids. Not a good time. Maybe they were too far into their interview process. They didn't want to start another one with your company. There is thousands of reasons of why maybe that person didn't work out then that they could work out now. So you need to keep an open mind. You need to keep it fresh. And then you can also go on LinkedIn to see where they are now, because maybe they were junior in their career and you were looking for senior, and then now it's been 2 years and maybe they're at a competitor, right? Like, how cool is that? You just poached somebody with a blink of an eye and they're excited to hear from you. So there's all sorts of things. Or I can't help myself but give you one more. Maybe the candidate had a bad candidate experience. Well, maybe those people aren't there anymore. You're here to save their day and show them a new way. And really, again, be that brand ambassador to make sure you are giving a better light to your company in general, to that particular person. So go back through your ATS. Don't make it hard. No reason to reinvent the wheel. You want to go there first, because lots of times you also hear me say, like, when people are applying, it's to like the black hole of death, right? Be that light for that person. Lots of times resumes aren't even looked at. So you might even have an ATS full of resumes without any notes on people because there just wasn't time. So we talk about how in-demand recruiters are. Yeah, we're in demand and we can't even keep up with the demand of how many resumes are being sent through. So this is when you can come back and be like, hey, let me take a step back. Let's see if these people are good for this role. And I'm going to come in and save the day. And people are going to think that I just sourced them when really you just went through your ATS. So it is a very, very, very powerful system. be that good recruiter, think outside the box. There's all sorts of ways to do that. So really hope that you enjoyed this. I would love for you to comment below actually on how many people have found some gold in their ATS. I used to actually place about 3 people a year from going back into my database. And that's the fun part. And that's also why you put in notes. So would love to hear of your big wins for sure. And don't forget that I am here every Thursday at noon. And I'm also here to make sure that you up your game as a recruiter. And we can do that here in our YouTube videos, or we can do that through my newly made Thriveversity, which is going to host my new course. And it is self-paced at first. It will become also instructor-led, depending on if you want to really up that. It is more time-consuming, of course. But the course that is self-led is also pretty awesome, and it's through a learning management system. And if you want to be contacted on when that's going to come out, hopefully it's going to be coming out March 1st. But definitely, email us and we'll put you on the list, and we'll also let you know too when the podcast comes out, which I'm super excited about, and that is going to be the Talent Takeover Unfiltered, because I got a lot to say. But it will also be joined by Taylor Bradley, who is over at Talent Perch with me, and she is an amazing woman who's been in the recruiting industry just as long as I have, and she's been on a different side of things. So we're gonna really give it to you guys. Hope you enjoyed this and you understand the power of an ATS. And do not forget that money is just a vessel to get you to do all the amazing things in life you want to go do. So go live it. I will see you next time.